on Instagram.
Hmm.
I think CNBC put it up that the U.S. debt is going up by $1 trillion every 30 days. I think something like that.
Okay.
So, and it's like 41 trillion right now. So that doesn't seem like that's sustainable, right?
Yeah.
So what's your what's your thoughts on that, and explain what that means, because we always hear about the national debt,
Hmm.
but very few people really know what it really means and
Yep.
benefits. The was Why are we borrowing so much money? How is this going to hurt us in the future? How is it going to directly affect average Americans? Like, talk
Okay.
about that.
Well, one thing that I think it's important to remember, we start out our conversation talking about the committees, right? I serve on appropriations, which is in charge of spending federal tax dollars. There's a committee, Ways and Means, that's in charge of revenue collecting, right? We've been in a recent era of tax cuts, right? The George Bush passed some significant tax cuts. Donald Trump passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, where all these benefits went to the wealthiest Americans, which means we've been collecting less revenue, right? So not as much money coming in. In the same time, we came out of the pandemic where there was significant federal funding that was going into every community. And so spending has been either maintained at previous levels or in some years higher than other times. Day to day, I think here on Capitol Hill, there's an interest in making sure that we have pay fors, right? So if we're going to fund a program to address maternal health, then we might have to cut dollars from another program that maybe is not needed anymore, right? So you use X to pay for Y, but that's not always the case. And so that's why the debt ends up going up.